Hello everybody out there in YouTube land. Ed here, ELH Scale Model Garage, and this is my Sunday, August the 4th, 2024 Model Cars and Coffee, as hosted / created by Paul over at Left Coast Models. Excellent idea, Paul. Thank you so much. I am loving this. Anyway, yesterday I was working on my group build on the kit that I'm doing for my group build for the under 1,000 subscriptions group build hosted by Mike over at Scale Model Speed Shop, Model Scale Speed Shop, something like that. Y'all know who he is. Y'all know who's hosting it. Anyways, whilst I was working on that car, getting parts cut out of the sprues and getting them cleaned up, getting some sub-assemblies put together, putting some primer on it, getting a little bit of color on it and all that, a model kit that I had ordered from HobbyLink arrived up in the mail, and that would be the MPC Tumbler from the Dark Knight series of the Batman movies starring Christian Bale as Batman, and the Tumbler being the vehicle that was also used as the Batmobile in those series. Well, this particular kit, you can build it either as the armored Tumbler after Bane kind of took over sort of Wayne Enterprises, or you can build it as the movie version Batmobile. However, because various of the body panels up here along the roofline area and back here over the engine and whatnot are just a little bit different between the two different versions, you really can only build it one or the other, or at least supposedly. Me, I'm gonna do my darndest to build it with all the various airfoils that are supposed to be on it for the Batmobile version, while at the same time building it with the rocket launcher pod extended up, which the rocket launcher pod's extended up is supposed to be an armored Tumbler option, not usable for the Batmobile. And by the way, it also comes with a little Bane figure. He's not glued together yet, but pretty good detail on him. And I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do with him yet. I don't even know if I'm gonna actually glue him together and paint him, or if I'm just gonna leave him as be. But right now I've got some of the parts for this kit in primer, and I've got a couple of little sub-assemblies built up, and the reason for that is the way this kit goes together. Get some of these parts that are primered up and just kind of drying so that I can start putting some color on them out of the way, so I can get to the instructions, or as I will more commonly refer to them, D-structions. And no, it ain't easy being cheesy. But that's the first set of steps, and then it goes on to that, and it goes on to doing the front suspension, and then the rear suspension, and this is the first set of airfoils that, if you do it as the tumbler version, you're supposed to trim these airfoils off, and then you add the exterior body panels onto it as you're building it. So it's really one of those kits where it's going to have to do some sub-assembly, get that all detail painted up, get it together, get the next set of parts ready to go, get that detail painted, get that together, so forth and so on. Also, the way this kit builds, and the fact that I was going to tint the windows anyway, and the paint guide in the back of that instruction manual calls for tinting the windows using transparent black. My way of doing it is Tamiya Smoke X whatever it is, I forget right offhand, but I was already going to do that with it anyway. But there's no way to be able to display the interior once this kit is built, and if you do it exactly as per the instructions, as you can see, get it over here, get my grimy fingers out the way, been painting without gloves as usual. It's got a rather detailed interior, and since I'm just not going to be able to display that once I've got this thing built, what I'm going to wind up doing is, once I get it to that point, picture time, click click click, and I'll print some. I'll transfer those to my computer when I do the final reveal of it and all that, and that way I can have those as part of the reveal so that y'all can see the interior. And for whenever I take whatever model contest that I go to, that I'm able to get to next, depending on if I have the time off from work and the money for gas, yada yada, etc., etc., I'd like to have those pictures printed out so that I can set them next to this guy, because I'm going to take this guy with, and I'm going to put it on the table. Even if I have to wait till next year for Space City Shootout 2025. My tumbler, it's going on the table. Yeah, that'll be a good time. But, yep. So, that's my model cars and coffee. And yes, I am former United States Navy. Served 5 years, retired, well, sort of retired after 5 years as first class petty officer, electronic warfare technician. So, anywho, that's what I've got for this morning. So, I've been enjoying watching everybody's videos on this, and I've been enjoying making my own videos for this. And again, very huge thank you to Paul over at Left Coast Model Builds for putting this idea out there and effectively creating / hosting this series of videos that we've all been working on. And for whatever time of day it is, wherever in the world you happen to be when y'all get around to seeing this, be it in the morning, like right now, it's still 6:45 a.m. Houston time. So whatever time of day it is y'all watch this, be it in the morning, afternoon, midday, early evening, late night, whatever, it's all good. Have a great one, and until next time, I'll be in the garage.